All right. Start off by saying all praises to
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Hakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all the Akim doing his work in sincerity and in truth. And this is GMS Houston doing a little pre-camp on the Day of Atonement. And what's left? Like, you got the Day of Atonement here. We're here in Babylon still. The shit is falling apart here. It is beautiful to see. Everybody kind of wants to start off with
This second entrance, and if I can add, as the brother was saying, that what else is there left that we've been reading on? We can count on our hands the things that's left to take place, man. Now, what's another thing that's been talked about? Y'all brothers know the BRICS situation, right? Can any of y'all name BRICS? Like the BRICS?
Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa.
Right, and they just added, they added them, but it goes into effect January 1st, 2024. Argentina, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Ethiopia, one of them. Ethiopia. Now, it was said in the past, let me get right back to you. I'll put a second extra. Now, I'm just adding on to his point of like everything's set. Everything's set. Now, you were saying in this new BRICS deal, you got 8 of the major oil distributors in the world going over there. Now, if you go into American history since shit, like the 1970s, really, I was watching this video. Every time one of the American allies wanted to move away from them and there was a heavy oil distributor, America either way, killed them, set up a puppet leader, or went destroy their land. Now, what you think America about to do, seeing 8 of them leaving? 8 of them. So we can see any so-called false flag happening, a 9/11 type event.
I don't know what you're speaking on. Was that the economic hitman?
Mm-hmm.
the jackals.
Yep. So as the brother was saying, hey, everything is happening, man. We just got to watch this story play out. But he called for 2nd Esdras 9. The 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
And we in that time. Like in Matthew 24, how Yahushua gave out the description of what's going to happen. How do you know we're in the last days? By the prophecies that's in the Bible. It's like a milestone marker. When you're on the highway, let's say you're driving from here to Austin. You got milestone markers to know when you're at that city. Well, we here now at the milestone to the kingdom. So, and one of the milestones is that Esau will be in rulership. These things will be going on. The chip is getting ready to be, it's like that the sea hip is getting ready to be introduced. It's already here, just ready to make its introduction. It's how do you call it in business? The cold opening. So we just waiting for that, but we still got other stuff. We have 15-minute cities being put into place. We have a lot of things that is happening all at once. And it's hard to keep up. We have these fires going on everywhere. But
we went over last night about the here in Houston by 2030, there's not supposed to be any bread, any meat, any dairy products, or any personally owned business. And they want to move the 2030 agenda up to 2025.
See,
so that's right here. That's 2024 now. Might as well say.
And that,
if I can add them, mind you, when they say a 2030 agenda, they ain't saying that's when they plan on starting. No, they saying that's when we plan on it's done. Everybody, see here, everything just like we wanted to. So the point is, in order for it to be finished in 2030, when they gotta start? Right now, man. Right now.
They've been, it's not like they just decided like last week or just like 5 years ago to do this. This has been in the works for years. many years. Like it says in Revelation, the devil knoweth that he have but a short time. Like ever since he came out of since he came out of them caves, he's been getting right to work ever since the Renaissance. You got to cover up the faces. You got a lot of work to do. We got
lie to the nations.
I got a quick precept for you. This Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. And woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Hey, he knows the time is short, and he's gonna get to enjoy it for a smidgen. He barely got to get to enjoy it.
Shit, that enjoyment period already over with. Yeah. That was in what, the 70s, the 80s?
Oh yeah, that was the high point.
Right. that was it.
Everything you see Esau, he ain't looking to the future no more. Like if you look back at the stuff, like the old media they had, like from the 50s and stuff like that, they were always looking at, you call it Futurama. They were looking to the future, how it's gonna be. And now we in the future now. What are they doing? They looking back to the past. It was so much better back then. Oh man, the snow, the nose snow, whatever you want to call it, that was flowing. It was clean. The women were nice, still had their bodies, still with their men. Now it's all falling apart. Like its fucking system, like its products and shit. It's all falling apart.
It's not made to last.
Yeah. It ain't what it used to be. Look at that second Esdras.
This is second Esdras, chapter 6, and verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob had held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
And we in the end. And Jacob, when Yahushua returns, is set to be the world to follow him. And this isn't how it's spoken about today. People know the end of the world is coming, but they think the earth is going to blow up. No. The earth abideth forever. It's going to be here forever. This is just a new age, a new ruling age. Because what I can't remember exactly, but basically the rulers of this world have fucking destroyed it, and you need a new ruler in place.
I think this is what you're calling for. This is Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 4. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of Yahweh, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Hey, in this whole place, Esau stole the whole world. He's even stolen the identity of the Lord himself, Yahweh, his son Yahushua, the angels, us. He's stolen everything. And hey, but the Lord let him do that. Yahweh let him do that. And he set it up. Now he's you gonna say something? I was great. All right. And now what's being set up through the Spirit, what you can see with us nobodies out here prophesying the kingdom, this wicked kingdom to fall, and a new kingdom of righteousness to come up. That's what you're seeing now. We're insignificant in the eyes of this kingdom. But not to Yahushua, not to Yahweh. But also, to prove that point, this is Esau we're talking about. Who is it? How do we identify who this man is? Because if not, we just out here talking, just rambling. There has to be a man or a whole nation who this is talking about. Because who is in rulership right now? Look at who's ruling. Look at how the earth is being ruled. They say you want to live your life in righteousness, you can't do that. You want to eat meat, you can't do that. You want to drink clean water, you can't do that. You want to run your house the way you want to run it, you can't do that. But what you can do is you can eat the bugs, you can be a mo, you can do whatever drugs you like, you can coming up,
Give your children to us.
yeah, let me have your children. We take care of them. Yeah, you can do that. You can cut off your privates. You can do whatever you want here, except for righteousness. So, who is opposed to righteousness? I mean, you have Jake out here, 2/3, but they don't know no better. And then if you do teach them, they still not gonna learn. They gotta get cut off. But who is born like this? It's Esau, Jacob's evil twin brother. Let me get that.
Genesis.
And this is going into Esau's blessing. And if you got ears to hear and eyes to see it, you'll be able to see how Esau is living. Go ahead,
This is Genesis chapter 27 and verse 32. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn, Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly.
And this is after Jacob got the birthright. Now Esau, you let Esau tell it, he'll say that Jacob stole it from him. But really, Esau didn't care about the birthright. He was just hungry. He couldn't even wait for the food to be finished cooking. He couldn't even, like how you see it today. He don't even like his food cooked. He likes it raw, bloody. He loves blood. But let Esau tell it. He'll say that Jacob stole it. It's not that his name, the supplanter. But continue on.
And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, Who? Where is he that hath taken venison and brought it to me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him, and he shall be blessed.
And what was set up through the Spirit was Jacob receiving the blessing. Who will rule the world? That's what this is about. Rulership of the world. And Jacob received it. And it was through the Spirit, how the Lord wanted to go down, that Jacob got it. Because originally, Esau is actually the firstborn. So he should have got it. But that's not the way that it was prophesied to happen.
And if I can add in Romans the 9th chapter, it said before they was even created, without Jacob doing good, Esau doing evil, was already set in place. That's just how the Most High had the story written. It was for Jacob. Even when Esau was born first, it was still for Jacob anyway. The Most High just needed a scenario to happen in earth. You know, our power, he like drama. Theos, it goes back to Theo. Theo is the word for God, it goes back to theater. Our power like drama. If you look at these producers today, they got action-packed movies. How much the Lord who created real life, real life. But it was already set in place. He just needed a drama-filled scene to make it happen in the earth, man. The Lord cold, man.
And it was told to serve by the angel.
Yeah.
So it was already predestined. I think that was trying to be stolen from him. It really was predestined because the angel already told her. That's why she knew.
Rebecca
knew. Yeah, so like Rebecca knew. She knew.
That's why when she heard Esau being told by Isaac, go get the venison, and when you come back, I'm gonna bless you. Shit, like hell no. Because she remembered what was told to her by the prophets, really, because she went to inquire of the Lord, right? Back then, who you went to talk to, the prophets. So the prophets told her that was like, look, you got two nations your womb, the younger will be greater than, stronger than the elder, and the elder shall serve the younger. So she knew that before they was born. She knew it. So that's when she heard Isaac tell Esau, go get that venison, and when you come back, I'm gonna give you a blessing. She like, nah, she went to Jacob, look, go get some of that gold hair, put it on you. Go give me some of that venison. I'm gonna cook it up. I know how Esau be making this shit. And you gonna go get this blessing. Yeah, you gonna go get this blessing. So that's why she did that, because she remembered what was the prophecy.
And Isaac wasn't dumb neither, because when he felt him, he's like, these hands are Esau's, but the voice is Jacob. But he still gave him the blessing. He really wasn't tripping that hard about it.
But I mean, the Most High made it so he couldn't see.
Yeah.
So he could get the blessing.
God.
It was all set up. The elder shall serve the younger. I mean, it just had to play out. It was already ordained in the heavens. It had to play out here on earth in this dimension. Let me get that. And This is Genesis chapter 27 and verse 34. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, O my father.
Esau, like the bitch that he is, crying. Always crying.
That Karen spirit on him.
A vagabond and a fugitive on the earth, like his forefather Cain.
Yeah. That's the characteristics of the so-called white people, though. They play the victim when they're in the wrong. You know, they'll put their hands on you, and then when you hit them back, they, oh my God, call the police. You know? No, that's Esau characteristics, though, right?
They always whip until they cry when they do it.
Yeah.
They don't matter if they be the male or the female. They'll break out crying, like you say, they play the victim all the time.
And the thing with Esau, you know, like 5 people, we may cry for certain shit, but we'll be like, man, we'll take the blame. Esau, he cried, point the finger at everybody. Cain, right? He killed Jacob and lied the most. I don't know where he at. I'm supposed to watch this nigga all day. I'm my brother's keeper. That's what it really is. I'm supposed to watch this nigga all day. But when the Most High told him his judgment, like, oh Lord, it's too much for me. It's more than I can handle. You see? Now I went on to Esau. He did the same thing. First he said in Genesis 25, he said it. What this birthright gonna do for me? Give me my food, man. So today on the Day of Atonement, Esau would have ate before sundown. He would have ate before sundown, bro. But he said it don't mean nothing to me. So as soon as he gave it to Jacob and he seen Jacob actually got it, because you know what, Esau, remember they deceptive, bro. When he gave that to Jacob and promised it to Jacob, nobody was around but him and Jacob. So he probably thinking in my mind, I'm the firstborn. Who know I told Jacob this shit? And what Jacob gonna do to me? I'm a warrior. Real shit. Think about the characteristics of a so-called white person.
I'm gonna take you.
He think that's kind. But he thought, well, that's like me and you in the field, me and this brother, nobody with us. I don't like to use, brother, but say 2 people right here, nobody with us, but one person say, look, take my birthright, I don't care about it. He thinking it's just me and you. Who see us? That's what it says Psalms about the Edomites. They say who sealed us, who know us. Man, come on, man. You can't deny. So as the brother going into, we have to identify who this man is today. Just simple characteristics like that.
It's all right in the scriptures.
It's all in the scriptures, bro.
They speaking on this Psalms 58. They were born speaking lies. And when you go into John the 8th, the 4th chapter, John the 8th chapter, 44.
Gotta get it right now.
No, keep that way. No.
But hey, even Cain was the same way. Because what did he do? He slew Abel. And what did he think? He didn't think nobody saw him. But what happened? Your brother's blood cried unto me.
He told me already.
Like, am I your brother's keeper? He's like, nigga, I already know the answer. Like, where is your brother? I already know. Like, are you gonna tell the truth? No. That's why he's also the father of lies.
Genesis 27 and 35. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob?
Now, see, Isaac said that, man, your brother came and he took, because Isaac ain't know what happened. Isaac ain't know Esau already gave it to him. You see? You got it right.
And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? For he have supplanted me these 2 times. See, he told on himself.
Hey, see, I gotta add, because now he's trying. Oh man, he took my nigga, like you gave it to him. Stop playing, bro. Stop.
Like was that Menace to Society when the detective's talking to King? Like, you done fucked up, right?
You know you fucked up, right? Yeah, man. Esau, but bro, he took, man, look, bro. And that's how it's gonna be. That's how it is right now. As they see their country falling, now they want to come to us. It's me and you, brother. These elites, brother, against all of us. We're all losing, brother. Nah, fuck all that. Y'all losing. This not our kingdom. Y'all losing. Don't try to be all buddy with us now. Y'all losing, man.
In a small town or whatever.
But there's another one he said the melting pot. That's the name of the song.
Oh.
So he was like, no, we a melting pot. United States a bunch of melting pot. We need to get together, put aside and go against the real. The same thing you're speaking, huh?
Nah, nigga. No.
See, that's a
Y'all
bullshit.
just two-time losers. That's all y'all is.
But the thing is, the so-called Moabite come over here and you do something to their people, guess what? They got a whole country over there backing them up. So so we're gonna pass legislation. We can't mess with them. We can't mess with them. But guess what? Us Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we ain't got no home. We ain't got no home. So they like, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
Who's going to come help us?
And that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Ain't nobody coming to help us. Well, not yet, because Yahushua is on his way with the angels. They're going to come help us. We don't need y'all other people's help. We don't need the other nations' help. Y'all done enough already.
No, I'm sorry. No, but that's got to do to the curses with the brother was speaking. That's just due to the curses, man. We about to really up on ourselves for not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you know? So we got to take that with a grain of salt, but then still, this devil, the scripture say he overdid, I can't quote it.
He ain't show no mercy.
Yeah, he should have
When the law was trying to show us a little ease, he said Esau made it worse.
Made it worse, yeah. So, yeah, that devil still have to play for that. So, yeah, we brought it up on ourselves, man.
Yeah, our captivity is coming to an end.
Right,
Y'all
right,
should
right.
just start.
Right?
Just start.
Bro, it's just started.
Just start.
Bro, like, think about that. We know in the kingdom, according to Isaiah 14, the whole world gonna hate the Edomites. Because
Already do.
that's the point. Because in the kingdom, it's gonna be known what he did now, how he destroyed nations. Everybody gonna know. Even animals. Animals gonna be against this man. If not, I'm gonna put the spirit on, we will have. You see? Animals, the elements.
I even made a joke. I said, these two-time losers, Edomites, they going to be mad at that.
Yeah. What they gonna be beefing?
They gonna like, you left us out. We had all this. You didn't give us a part of that shit.
Hey, you know, in the curse it said brothers gonna be against brothers and shit for us.
Yeah.
Right, they gonna be beefing, huh? They gonna Bloods and Crips.
Right.
Bloods and Crips started with Esau though.
Right,
with the North and the South.
Right.
But what I was about to say, but you know how everybody's gonna be known we hate Esau in the kingdom. It's the thing. That's gonna be for a long 1,000 years, but that even starts right now. You know how the nations, it says the nations hate them. The nations don't want to deal with them no more. Right? Americans hate this place. But the point is, everybody, what said in Obadiah, you shall be despised. Everybody looking down on the so-called white man, the point is, this beginning, and it ain't gonna stop until 1,000 years into the kingdom, man. That's what we talking about. This man, his captivity is just starting. The so-called white man, woman and child, might have think they made it. We free. We had these people in slavery. Now we got the leg up upon them. No, sir. No, sir. Our power said you thought you was going to get away. You shall not go untouched, man. They got to be touched. If we was touched the Lord chosen people, these people got to be touched, man. You got it, Doc.
Genesis. Gotta get that sword. Genesis 27:36, and he said, "Is he not rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing." And he said, "Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me?" And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, "Behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him, and what shall I do unto thee, my son?"
Basically, he gave Jacob everything. Like, what can I give you? That's everything. If you in your right mind, that's everything that you would want. Why would you want the runner-up, the second place, or anything like that? Which is basically what Esau got. But continue out.
Genesis 27:38, and Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, oh my father. As Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
He probably practicing crying and stuff. He probably had some snot running down. You know how them Edomites, watch some Edomites apologizing videos. They always trying to break out of crying or whatever.
That sniffing and shit.
Yeah.
God. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above.
So what? You gonna get the best lands. as your consolation. You get the best lands. Look at where Esau is living. Look at all the lands that Esau took over. What's a good example right now? That Maui. That was a very beautiful place at one point, a paradise. But look at it now. Now Esau all up in there, living it up in his skyscrapers and whatnot, his mansions, them little.
When I was in Hawaii, first of the year, I was walking on the beach. The Edomites were talking about, well, the natives around here, they all, they don't have nowhere to live. It's like, wait a minute, man. Y'all came over here and took that shit. But then you're going to complain about how they feel about you? Come on, man. That's Esau. Oh, man, he's dirty.
He did that to Japheth before, too. Because the Japhites who in Hawaii and shit, they was the original Romans. They was in that land first. Esau took that. See, bro, Esau got to pay, bro.
Greeks as well.
Yeah, bro. Esau got to pay. Romulus and Remus, that was them. That's Japheth. Japheth was in Rome first, that area. Yeah, Esau took everything. He don't have no culture, man. This man don't have no culture. The so-called white man going to every nation, kill them, take their culture, just like the Ptolemies in Egypt. You know how they say Cleopatra, the black woman, they see an image of Cleopatra as a white woman, and they get mad. This is the thing. She was a white woman. Cleopatra was white, because that was the time the Ptolemies, the Edomites, so-called white people, took over Egypt. But what they was doing, dressing up in Egyptian garb, so the people thought they was Egyptians. Look at the so-called JEWSs today, the small hats. That's not their real land, that's our land. We was kicked out of our land, now they over there acting like they us. These people don't have no true heritage, man. They steal everything.
On the language term, what it's saying, they the first identity.
Yes. Yes.
Think about it. They the South Africans, they the Australians, they the British,
the last Mohicans,
the Americans, they the
last samurai,
the last Chinese.
Right, and remember they call them a vagabond too. So they got to keep moving because they got a great judgment waiting on them. They trying to stay concealed from that, but it's too late. The spirit done. The Most High sent this man on earth to reveal these devils, dog.
Hey, the scriptures say you're a fugitive and a vagabond. Right. What a fugitive do? Say if you're a fugitive, you got black hair and a beard. What's the first thing you're gonna do? Cut that hair off, or dye your hair blind and cut your beard? Change your clothes and go to another, feel me? Another city or state, move out of town and act like somebody else. That's a so-called white man. He took over the world by bloodshed, lying, stealing. You see?
Even that moving fugitive, everything you just said, he did everything. Yes. He went in the restroom, he rode and cut the beard, rode the beard. He was just talking of himself.
Yes.
That movement, but he saw himself.
And now once he got everything, he said, okay, everybody, let's be friends.
Right.
We are the world. We are the children. That's his spirit. But the Lord saying, bro, I ain't forget about everything you did. The so-called white man gonna be paid back from the last thing he do before Yahweh Shai come into the first thing the serpent did. He gonna be paid back for all that, man, and for kicking Jacob in the womb. Cause hey, that was Spider there, so he probably got some licks off of Jake. You got it out.
Genesis chapter 27 and verse 40. And by thy sword, and by thy sword, I can't get
the butthole post.
By that sword shall thou live, and shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Let me ask one of y'all brothers. Kanakai, I'm asking you, know what we read. Esau and Jacob was given the same thing, right? What was something Jacob was given that Esau was given that Jacob wasn't given? They was both given the world and everything in it. Esau and Jacob. But Esau was given something additional in order for him to get the world. You can read it again,
God. And by thy sword.
It ain't nothing deep, I guess. It ain't nothing deep. You can start at the verse up on the blessing, and then,
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live.
So what did Esau get that Jacob ain't get? They both got the blessing, but what else? How Esau came into rulership today, what did he use? That sword. So look, they both got the dominion over everything, the dew of heaven, the fatness, the best lands, the best everything, the resources, the oil. But Esau, he was given the sword to take his, because Jacob, it was just going to be given to him. But Esau, in order for him to get his blessing, you got to go kill to get it.
Ain't no better gift for a bitch ass nigga.
Right, right, right. You know what Pop said on Friday? Put that gun down and fight like a. Esau don't do that. He ain't a man. He ain't a man. He a child. So he had to get his blessing by stealing, killing. Oh, I can't even say killing, murdering, man.
And manipulation.
And manipulation.
He'll take his brother and manipulate him into going to do his dirty work while he's sitting there clear. He want to shoot you from 1,000 miles away. He want to blow up your city. You know, men, women, and children. Now, who's the wickedest? Who else on earth has done something like that?
And that's what the Heavenly Father used this devil as a sword too, man. He said, "As my thy sword to bring judgment on people." And I'm gonna bring it out right here. Psalm 17. I'm getting straight to the point in verse 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, man. So that's another scripture you can go to, proving that this devil is the sword, man. That's his blessing. That's how he conquered the earth, man. Okay, he gonna come down on 2/3 of our people in these times.
Well, he considered them heathens.
Right.
Yahweh shot 2/3 as him. He considered them heathens, man.
This is John 10:10. The thief coming not but to steal and to kill and to destroy.
That's all he's come to do. That's all he does. Look at how he operates. Everything that he does here. This nigga stealing from you. You get taxed upon tax upon tax. You get overcharged for shit, and then find out years later, oh my bad, we were overcharging you. My bad, but we ain't gonna pay you back. Anyway.
You know them commercials with the medicine. They'll have the white woman running the park all happy and shit. And then at the bottom they say, you know, and talking fast, but if you take the side effects, you're gonna die. And then 10 years down the line, everybody who took the shit, now you gotta get a lawsuit back because everybody in your family died.
Hey, and guess what? You don't get no money, the lawyers get it.
Right. And then they had the warning letters on the screen about that big.
Right.
So yeah. Well, I don't think you gotta worry about that. but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wind down a bit. But hey, Lord willing, this is edifying to the Lord's elect. I'm gonna say all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Ba'akadosh.
Hey, Shalom, Lakim.
Shalom. Hey, look, 144 on that.